Hey Design Dominators, Colleen here. I want to talk about accessibility overlays. Well, I wish I didn't have to talk about them, but I keep seeing people, web designers and developers talking about them in Facebook groups, and I know that people are still using them, and I want to make sure that they are understanding the issues with them. So first off, let me just get into what is an accessibility overlay. Well, an overlay is when a company that says they're going to make your site accessible tells you, okay, take this line of JavaScript code and install it on your site, and then poof, your site is magically accessible within a day or two. Except it isn't. If you go to their own sites, they're using their own overlays. They're filled with accessibility errors. If you go to the sites of companies using their overlays, because they put them right out there, here's who's, when they're proud to show off who's using their overlays. Those sites have accessibility issues. So they'll tell you they're going to make your site 100% compliant or up to 50% or up to 90% or whatever it is, and, abide by whatever laws, but they can't do that. So, well, there's proof that they can't do that. But the other thing is that no automated accessibility tool can detect more than about 25 to 30% of accessibility issues. Now, some are more and some are less, okay, but give or take about 25% to 30% of issues. And so of those issues that it can detect, then it's like, okay, there's only so many of those that it can fix, and then so many of those that it can fix properly. It can say, okay, well, that image has alt text, it passes. Well, maybe it's really crappy alt text, or maybe that image shouldn't have alt text. Okay, so you've got about 70 to 75% of issues that have to be dealt with manually by a person. Okay, the other thing is that they are a false sense of security because they're telling you they're going to protect you from lawsuits, but there are sites that are using them that are involved in lawsuits. And the terms protect them. They don't protect your client, and they certainly don't protect you. They protect themselves. And the terms of service also say that you have to have some of them say you have to have a perfectly coded website. And some of them say that you waive any right to make a claim against them. So you need to know what you're getting into for yourself and for your client, because if something happens to the client's site, like if something happens to the client because of their site, they're going to come to you and say, why the heck did you recommend this? You're supposed to be the expert. Why didn't you know about this? So you're going to be in hot water too with them. The other thing is that they make for a horrible user experience. They're full of usability issues. I've talked about this all over my podcast. I've talked on other people's podcasts about this, but I just want to make you aware of these things because people are still using them and they need to know the truth about them. So if you are doing any web design and any web development, please check out my article and podcast at creative-boost.com/overlays. And you can, if you don't want to take my word for it, fine. I mean, I have links to other accessibility experts in this field too, from my colleagues who are talking about this. And, anybody that knows anything about accessibility knows these things don't work. We are the ones doing this kind of work every day, and we do the testing and things like that. So we see that these don't work. So I'm just here to warn you. I want to have your back and I want to educate you. I don't want to see anything happen to you. So please don't use these, and please go find out more at bit.ly/website overlays. All right, I'm done with my soapbox right now.